Hello and welcome to the new book order here for February. There's a lot of student suggestions on here and a lot of teacher suggestions too. So let's get started right away. I'm going to show you some holiday books. Here's a Halloween one called Boo Bunny. And we have a couple Christmas books. There's A Bad Kitty Christmas. I love those Bad Kitty books. I bet you do too. And then there is a Jan Brett book called Home for Christmas, and if you know Jan Brett's books, you know that her artwork is spectacular, and this book is no exception. Very cool. All right, I'm going to move along now with some easy-to-read books, and you know they're easy to read because they have that blue sticker on there, and we'll start off with a holiday one that's easy to read, and this one is Big Heart, A Valentine's Day Tale. And here come a bunch of easy-to-read books. There's Flat Stanley and The Haunted House. Everybody loves SpongeBob. Here's an easy-to-read SpongeBob. Here's Dirk Bones and the Mystery of the Haunted House. Here's a cool one called No, Yes, No, Yes. All right, Henry and Mudge. Maybe you know those books. Here's Puppy Mudge. Another Puppy Mudge. Here's First Grade Bunny. And we've got Mommy, May I Hug the Fish? Kind of a strange request there. We got some Star Wars coming at you. Easy to read Star Wars, blue sticker. Clone Troopers in action. And Star Wars Blast Off. Here's a book about soccer that's easy to read. I can play soccer. And Too Many Dogs. The Diving Dolphin. Everybody loves dolphins too. Here's another easy-to-read dolphin book. And we'll finish off the easy readers with this one right here, Quite Enough Hot Dogs. All right, here are some picture books. Lois Ehlert, Ralph. The Right Number of Elephants. This is by the author Mo Willems. He does the Pigeon books and also Elephant and Piggy. And this one is called Hooray for Amanda and Her Alligator. Wiggle, Waggle, Woof, Counting Sled Dogs in Alaska. Robert the Rose Horse. Eddie Elephant's Exciting Egg Sitting. That's hard to say fast. Eddie Elephant's Exciting Egg Sitting. And that's an Animal Antics A to Z book. Snow Bunny Tales. 3 stories in 1. Max and Ruby. Check it out. Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean if you prefer. At World's End. Force of Will. 3 Little Kittens Get Dressed. Read to Your Bunny by Rosemary Wells. Here's a new Fly Guy. Those are very popular. This one's called Buzz Boy and Fly Guy. Looks cool. May I Pet Your Dog? New Moon. Another Max and Ruby here. Super Bunny Tales. Here's another Scaredy Squirrel book. Scaredy Squirrel Has a Birthday Party. I love those Scaredy Squirrel books. They're fun. David Weisner, Free Fall. And the artwork in these is awesome. And this is one of those books that's told only by the pictures. No words. You have to just look at the pictures to understand the story. That makes it fun. Here's another one called June 29th, 1999 by David Weisner as well. This one's called The Loud Book because it's a loud book. Here's a Halloween alphabet book. H is for a haunted house. Got to put that in with the holiday books there. That one slipped past me. Here's Little White Rabbit by Kevin Henkes. All right, let's take a look at some nonfiction next. All right, some nonfiction coming at you. Where's Waldo? Fantastic Journey. Where's Waldo Now? Those are always fun. Here's Fish Faces. And it looks like a picture book, but it is nonfiction about fish. Here's a book about the Constitution. We the Kids. And A Horse Lover's Book. If you like horses, definitely take a look at that one. Here's a Guinness Book 2011. Now, it's the small version. Not as cool as the big, huge one, but much stronger and guaranteed to last, unlike the big ones, which fall apart pretty quickly. Here are, this is a cool one on dogs. Wild Reads. Dogs. Titanic. All Stations Distress. The story of the Titanic. Here's a pet book on hamsters and gerbils. Shaggy Waggy Dogs. Look at that cute little guys. Hot dog dogs. We have seahorses. Wrestling in Action, the actual sport of wrestling. My Funny Cat. Hey. Check it out. Hungry, Hungry Sharks. Ooh. Danger, danger. Here's a Pokemon book. I'm not even going to try and say that. Well, I'll try it. It's Chikorita and Chums. Chikorita and Chums. Check it out. Another wild animal books. Another wild animal book on, it looks like mountain lions. Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Another Clone Wars book. Children of the Force. Here's a big graphic novel, Thunder from the Sea, Adventure on Board the HMS Defender. So a pirate seafaring type story told in graphic novel format for your enjoyment. Here's some more graphic novels here. Pokemon. Adventures. A couple different ones. Sweet, huh? Here's a new Lunch Lady graphic novel. And this one's called Lunch Lady and the Bake Sale Bandit. Here's a new series, Squish, Super Amoeba. And graphic novels, yes. That's how they look. There's a couple new Bone books. There is Bone Rose, which is the prequel, kind of like the very first story of Rose when she was younger. And then this is an awesome one. This is Tall Tales, another Bone book, Tall Tales. Let's look at sharks. Check this guy out. For the Love of Judo. Wah-ha-ha! Wah-ha-ha! He's intense. Here's a couple optical illusion books. Mighty Big Book of Optical Illusions. That crazy looking dude. Here's another cool optical illusion book. Amazing Optical Illusions. I know you love those. I love them too. There's an elephant book called Elephants Swim. And we'll finish up with baseball. The story of the Milwaukee Brewers. Go Brewers. All right, there's Ryan Braun on the cover there. Okay, we'll finish up nonfiction with this one, Queen of the Falls by Chris Van Allsburg, about the woman that went over the Niagara Falls in a barrel. Crazy. And then here's a bunch of these about cool biography books from the Who Was series. And I've heard kids call these the Big Head books, and you can see why. So there's Helen Keller, Neil Armstrong, Babe Ruth, Barack Obama. These are all biographies, books about the lives of people. King Tut, Ben Franklin, the ever popular Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, George Washington, Dr. Seuss. Oh yeah. Here's one on the Beatles. Who were the Beatles? Elvis Presley, thank you very much, thank you very much. And Frank. Jackie Robinson, and a couple more. Annie Oakley, and Walt Disney. All right, here comes some fiction books. Okay, fiction books. We'll start with The Wimpy Kid, Cabin Fever, 2 copies of that. And here's just some random choices here. The Trouble with Chickens, Like Pickle Juice on a Cookie. Does not sound very appetizing. Hot Dog and Bob. Kevin Henke's Junonia. Here's a Bailey School Kids. Unicorns Don't Give Sleigh Rides. Of course they don't. The Romeo and Juliet Code by Phoebe Stone. Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life. That's a funny one. Here's The Water Horse, I believe about the movie that was made, The Water Horse. Remember that one? Inside Out and Back Again award-winning book there. A Horse of Her Own. This is fiction, but it's about a real thing, the Titanic, called I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic. Realistic fiction. Bless This Mouse by Lois Lowry. Here's a new Roscoe Riley rules. Never swipe a bully's bear. Here's another Time Warp Trio book by Jon Scieszka. Hey kid, want to buy a bridge? And here's one by Cynthia Voigt called Young Frettle, I guess is how you pronounce that. All right, here's some series books. Beverly Cleary, Ramona. Ramona Quimby, AJ. Ramona the Brave. Ramona the Pest. Ramona's World, that's from the movie there. And Ramona Forever. Andrew Clements. Mrs. Brem will be happy about this. And so will a lot of you kids. Here's Benjamin Pratt and the Keepers of the School. Never heard of that one myself. Things Not Seen. And A Week in the Woods. It's like a good adventure story there. Things Hoped For. And Troublemaker. Andrew Clements. Good stuff. All right, coming at you with more series. Here's Bo Wallace. The Dog Who Thought He Was Santa. No Dogs Allowed. The Legend of Thunderfoot. The Meanest Hound Around. And Goost, kind of a dog theme here for the Bill Wallace Outdoor Adventure books. Good stuff. Speaking of dogs, Puppy Place, Lucky, Muttley, Honey, Jack, Sweetie, and Baxter. Here's the Dork Diaries 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Tales from a Not So Fabulous Life, Tales from a Not So Talented Pop Star, Tales from a Not So Popular Party Girl. That was 1, 3, and 2 in order. You'll figure it out. Check it out. We had a request for Hannah Montana, so here's a bunch of those. One of a Kind, Superstar Secrets, Crushtastic, ooh, Face Off, Wishful Thinking, Truth or Dare, Sweet Revenge, Game of Hearts, Reality Check. Yo, Reality Check. I'm going to finish up here with 2 different series that are really good. There's Jake Maddox, and those are really awesome. And then also Carol Marsh Mysteries. Let's start with Carol Marsh Mysteries. Real kids, real mysteries. The Mystery at Area 51. That's the place where supposedly UFOs landed out west. Here's Mystery on the Freedom Trail, Mystery of the Alamo Ghost, Mystery of the Missing Liberty Bell, Mystery in the Smoky Mountains, Niagara Falls, Mount Everest, Yellowstone National Park, The Mystery at Hollywood, and the Iditarod Trail. Did I say that right? Iditarod. All right, and here's those Jake Maddox books. These are easy to read and really some fun ones to read. Here's Horseback Hopes. Some have girls, some have boys as the main character. Jump Serve. Pit Crew Crunch. Looks like NASCAR. Shipwreck. A Survive Story. Free Climb. Cowboy Up, yo. Cowboy Up. Back on the Beam. Gymnastics. BMX Challenge. Mr. Strikeout. Here's a girl basketball player. Drive to the Hoop. Ballet Bullies. Victory Vault, another gymnastics one. Skateboard Struggle. And Blizzard, a Survive Story. Pretty good. And there's one very last one. I forgot to show this holiday one. It's a Valentine's Day book. That's also easy to read too. Okay, well thanks for watching everybody, and look for these books soon on the top of the shelves of the library. Bye-bye.